Something feels odd here. Be on your guard. By all appearances, it would seem she was researching something here.
You think so? What kind of research could she have been doing in a place like this?
Your guess is as good as mine. Hardly anything the likes of us could imagine.
If we assume it was because this area is rich in astral energy, then it's possible she could have been doing any number of things.
Indeed. Renan castles and spirit vessels are often found in such locations. Intriguingly, Danon ruins are also known for their abundant energy.
You Renans attacked us. Don't act like you're just some...
Sheesh, enough already! This isn't the place to pick a fight over this.
How can you be so calm listening to all of this? You've suffered at the hands of guys like him too.
I mean, I wouldn't say I'm calm.
Go no further!
You're mine! Eternal downhill!
Annihilation! Here now!
You're mine! Here I come! Severing wing!
Fall back in there to dragon form!
Glad you have your uses.
Charging us!
That's what I see! How useful I can be!
Good! I'll leave it to you! You're mine! Ignite! Severing wing! Searing gale!
Anything in my way! Now you see what I can do!
Take this!
I'm all stuck in here! Annihilation!
Try harder! You're my...
Now!
Tremor!
Astral energy!
Say no more! Got it!
Well done!
My turn! I'm not done! Thanks!
Well, looky here! Get lost! Art shield! I never miss!
It's
You got
over!
company!
Dragon Swarm!
Lightning orb! Photon blast!
Searing
It's
gale!
like trying to keep up with a wolf!
I have no limits!
Eagle Bit Teleconstantine!
Flying freak! What can they
Severing
do?
wing! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Here, let me help!
In an instant! Impact block! My turn! Ha!
Leave the
Leave the
ensnaring to
enemy's
me.
art to me!
Need this!
Right here!
Take this! We've turned the tables up.
There are still more left!
Right! No time to hold back. Okay!
Can't get out of this!
Lunar corruption!
Take this!
We got the penalty! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! With your flames and my technique,
We're stronger together than we are apart.
The design of this equipment is really interesting.
You must really like it, Alphen.
You're mine! over!
It's a duel! Fierce evil!
I'm not... We got flyers!
I've got this! Let a
Charge
marksman
like that
handle
could
it!
easily be fatal.
All yours! Raining slash!
Heal it up!
There you go. Feel like me with no armor to stop me. I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Here I come!
Here, let me help.
Done!
I'll tear you apart!
First aid!
Now I can let loose!
One more time!
It's time. Watch this!
They tear! Double demon fang! Raining slash!
Shattering the pieces! Attack time!
Okay, here I go! Dragon swarm!
Demons descend! Flashing fang!
I won't rest until I'm the best I can be.
Still striving to be on par with the Lord?
You simply can't be too strong when battle is a part of your everyday.
Gotta break through! Take this!
Lightning condemned!
Ignite!
I'll smash you!
Here I come!
I'll tear you apart! If it curls up, time to get out of the way.
Searing gale!
Reload!
Talon Hurricane!
I'll heal you all!
Here I come! You're
Celestial!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
See that?
That training's paying off!
Into the shadow!
Rising Falcon!
Make storm!
Can't get out of this!
Come one, we're cleaning house!
Let me take the rest of them!
Wow, someone's feeling lively!
Do it!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Now! Take this!
Here! I'm out!
Do it! Xion!
Get toasty!
Bird Strike!
You're quite the gunslinger.
I have to be, in this world.
Don't worry, I've got your back. Guess I misread them.
Get lost!
You're mine! You're finished! Eternal devastation! Here I come!
Supernova! Raging
I'm not done! Raining slash! Blew away!
Eagle Strike!
Once again!
Here and now! Do it! Xion!
Get toasty!
Bird Strike!
Do it! Next one! Astral energy!
Say no more!
That astral energy was incredible.
I gave it everything I had. Hi, Hoodle!
Take this!
Flame of fury!
Blew away!
Not on my watch! Pierce
Take
evil!
this!
Denied!
It's
Where are
time!
you going? Lightning condemned!
You picked the wrong fight!
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone! When did I get so far?
Dragon Swarm!
Did you just hear me?
Yes, I need you, remember?
Right.
Freeze Lancer!
Severing
We're in the home stretch now.
What'd she say? Eyes on the prize!
That focus for
Me? How come I get singled out?
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood. What's this thing? What's this thing?
I won't forgive you!
I'll smash you!
Damn it!
Glacial Spear!
Dragon
Here's
Form!
evil! Raging Storm!
Severing Wind!
Don't feel
Searing Gale!
Do it!
Kisara!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
I'll
Now, here I come!
I'll finish you walking!
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara!
Too back!
Stand back! I'll chip it up!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Now! Here I come! You're finished!
In the groove!
Do it!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade! See that?
That training's paying off!
Dragon Ball!
It's almost too strong!
Split it up! Be my guest!
Hey, look! Now see that you don't get in trouble again.
Here I come! You're finished!
Whoa! Hey! One at a time!
Take this!
No complaints from me.
Guess I misread the landing. There's nobody here. It's been nothing but Zeugles. No lords, no Renin forces.
They have to be holed up somewhere, right?
From the look of things, I don't think anybody's been here for a while. If anyone was here, they're long gone now.
That can't be.
Look out!
We'll figure this out later. Right now, this thing needs dealing with.
I don't understand. Did Baseball lie?
He didn't seem the type to lead us on a wild goose chase.
Hey! Save your questions until after we manage to finish this thing!
Here's a hit!
You're mine!
Swallow dance!
You picked the wrong fight!
Hit a word!
Severing Wind!
Here's the evil!
Searing Gale!
Lightning Orb! Hands in the wind!
Dragon Form!
In here! Get on it! There with the others!
It's over!
Got it!
Take this!
Now's our chance!
It's over!
In the wind!
So much for sitting this fight out.
No
Leaving smelling to me.
Yeah! Oh, look at me!
This is annihilation!
Now!
Radiant Slash! Here!
Eagle Assault!
Raining slash!
Talon
Raging Storm! Eruption!
Do you require a hand?
Dance in the wind!
Talon Hurricane!
Too much
Eagle Dive! Photon Storm!
Get!
Down! I'm out of ammo!
Here we go again! I'm on it!
I can feel it!
Stay away from my
I'll bring
friend!
you back from Death's Abyss!
It's go time!
Resuscitation! Here, let me
I'll
help!
smash you!
This one's all mine!
First aid!
What a relief!
Hard
Like this! Talon Storm!
Annihilation!
Burn in hell!
I'll be safe!
Amazing.
Here I come!
Raging Storm!
Hurricane!
Celestial! I'm all stocked up!
Talon
I'm not
Hurricane!
done!
Ow! Searing flame! Reload! Will this help?
Eat this! Talon Hurricane!
I'm not done!
Ow!
I really owe you one.
Hey, that...
Shouldn't have messed with
Don't
me.
get in trouble again.
Hey!
Eat this!
Here I come!
Talon Hurricane!
It's weakened!
Prepare to be this ends now! Severing wind!
There you go!
Searing gale!
By the power of water!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclops!
You're mine!
We
First
got
strike!
I'm smashing Turtle! Eagle Dive!
Rising sun!
Hurricane!
It's over!
The enemy is going
Eternal
all out!
devastation! It's on!
Photon Flash!
I can carve through armor!
Raging Cascade! Flame! Reload!
Eat this!
I'm out of ammo!
Tear you apart!
First aid!
Try harder!
Photon
My
Flash!
turn!
It's about to strike!
Look sharp, everyone!
Cascade Swirl!
Here I come! Win!
One last Raging Cascade! Sleep now.
I'm sorry to be
We've all got enough on us.
Yes, ma'am!
All day!
Not freaking done this!
Raging Candy! I'll heal you all!
Over?
Whoa, Dan!
I'll bring you back. They've got you surrounded. Resuscitation! We tear you apart! Let's get you all tucked away.
Now or never.
You're finished!
Healing
Take
circle!
this!
Now I can let loose!
Did you just heal me?
Yes, I need you, remember?
Right.
Take this!
Eternal
Damn it!
devastation!
If only I'd been more careful.
Dragon form!
Hard up!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
Can't move!
Here, let me help. That's
I really owe you one.
Raging!
This
I'll
should do
bring
it!
you back from death's abyss. I'm coming! Here, let me help.
You're mine!
Blow away!
Here I come!
Now or never.
Wind astral energy!
In a bind?
I may have bit off more than I could chew.
Glimmer Dragon! All
Rage
finish
right
you
now!
right now!
Healing circle!
Win! You'll pay for that!
It looks like you got this one covered. Ready to go!
Here I go!
Talon Hurricane!
Thunder field!
Move!
Healing circle! Here goes! Take the rage! Mega ray!
This should do it!
In the wind!
Try harder! Not a chance!
Take this! I can carve through
Raging
armor!
Is this it?
Talon
I'll
Hurricane!
bring you back from death's abyss. Raging storm! Here, let me help. Celestial!
Not done yet! Take this!
Take this! Talon Hurricane!
The enemy is going all out! Lightning blast! Reload! Thunderbolt!
Severing wind!
Healing circle! Raging
say thank you, Indana?
Not to a Renin? They don't. Raging! Bring you back to the bit. It's showtime! Resuscitation! Here, let me help.
Better if you don't get up.
Dragon form!
Tear you apart!
You picked the wrong fight!
High praise comes from you.
I said almost. Don't get carried away.
It's total devastation!
First aid! Storm! There! Raging cascade! Seal!
Take this!
More for the stockpile! Up and at it! Let me know! First aid!
What do you need this?
All right, okay! One more! Hit! Photon blast!
Eat this!
Here goes! Healing circle! Raging cascade!
Front!
I'll tear you apart!
Seal! I'm...
Try it later!
Oh, you are gonna pay for that!
Watch out!
I'll smash you! I'm just getting started!
I can handle it.
Give it power! Can't get out of this!
Take this!
I'll
You
blow you
escape!
off!
This one's all mine! You picked the wrong fight!
Lightning orb! Healing circle! Lightning
It's too
condemn!
much!
Thunderblade
You're finished!
eruption!
Win!
Oh, now you're talking!
Luna Rondo!
Eagle Fly!
Rising Falcon!
Lightning condemn! Arc sealed!
Severing Wing! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Law! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
So much for finding the Lord. Come on, let's get back to Niaz.
Shion, calm down. This isn't like you. What's wrong? Talk to me.
It's none of your concern.
Even after everything we've been through together?
The two of us are only helping each other because our interests overlap, remember?
Are you serious? You helped me come to terms with Zephyr's death. You put your life on the line to save me. Don't tell me you did all that out of necessity. That it was only because we have a common goal. Fine.
Huh?
You don't want to answer? Then I'll do whatever I like from now on, too. Clearly, I'm just bothering you. So it doesn't matter if you tell me what's on your mind. But that doesn't mean I'm going to stop looking out for you. Not now, not ever.
That's not fair. Why can't you just leave me alone? You don't know the first thing about me.
But I do. I know you care about the pain of others. You care, Shion. That's why I want to help.
Because of my thorns, I thought I had been doomed to a life of solitude. Until the day I died, I knew I would be alone.
And now?
The truth is, I'm trying to end my curse and get rid of my thorns.
Get rid of? There's a way to do that? Really?
I'm not completely sure. All I know is there's a chance. But that's the reason I need the Renis Alma.
The Renis Alma?
The Master Core to end all Master Cores. It is bestowed upon the winner of the crown contest, the new sovereign, as proof of their victory. It must be assembled from all 5 Master Cores.
That's why taking down the Lords is so important to you. But Shion, you're not in this alone. If there's a chance we can rid you of your thorns, I'll be by your side the whole way.
That includes us, right?
Like it or not, you're going to have to get used to relying on us every now and then.
What kind of friends would we be otherwise?
Thank you.
Danon Liberation and the Renis Alma. Looks like we've got our work cut out for us. If we have any hope of finding this Lord and their Master Core, we start by heading back to Nias.
Man, who would have thought we'd ever get thanked by Shion?
Sounds like someone wants me to grab their arm. I can't believe this. To think they would give us a bad lead like that. Where could that Lord actually be?
Beats me. That said, there's no point wandering around aimlessly trying to look for her. We should head back to Nias for now.
What's wrong, Kisara?
Oh, I was just thinking about what it meant for there to be castles here on Dana. People build castles to protect things that are important for one reason or another. But not simply that. They're also used to project a ruler's power.
So what you're saying is, even before the Renans invaded, the Danans were still being ruled over. It was just by other Danans.
That's most likely the case, yeah. Though who knows how they led their people.
But after seeing Deadeye, I can't picture them being all that benevolent themselves.
What if it's in everyone's nature to rule over and control others? What are we supposed to do about that?
If it really is in our nature, then no. All that means is we have all the more reason to fight it. That's all there is to it.
About damn time.
took long enough.
But that's...
Right. I can't wait.
Head on over to the plaza.
What's going on? It seems busier here than before.
Hey, look! Isn't that Bayfon over there?
Ah, there you are. It seems I owe you all an apology. I'm guessing you didn't find the Lord back in the forest, did you?
No, but something tells me you already knew that.
That I did. Turns out I bit down on some bad intel when I should have known better. Apparently, Deadeye's not as trusting of me as I thought.
But why would he feed you bad intel?
My guess? He wanted me to lead you all astray. Make sure you weren't sniffing around where he didn't want you to be. While you were off in the forest, I got word that one of our squads captured the Lord. The place wasn't even close to where you were searching.
I see. Well, the important thing is that you finally caught her. Did you suffer many casualties?
You're not going to believe this, but she didn't even put up a fight. She had no escort either.
Well, what about her Master Core? Was it recovered?
Sorry. They only briefed me on the basics. For now, Deadeye's getting ready to make his victory speech out in the plaza. In the meantime, I've been ordered to set up a defense perimeter around the outside of the city, so I'll be out of town for a while. I imagine Deadeye will announce what he intends to do with the Lord during his speech. You'll have to let me know how it goes. Anyway, until next time.
A Renan Lord surrendering without a fight? Something doesn't add up here.
I'm afraid I can't say I know much of her lordship personally.
There's a lot about this that doesn't make sense. The Master Core is a concern too. Let's stick around like Bayfon suggested and see what happens. We don't leave until we get to the bottom of this. I'm worried about just what Deadeye has in store for Almadria. For now, let's wait at the inn until he gives his victory speech.
Everybody's so excited.
They can hardly be blamed when they've apprehended an enemy leader. That said,
Yeah. Isn't there some way to calm them down? Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
These must be the Danins the Darkwings freed.
Yeah. The city might be in ruins. The people have risen from the ashes.
This is the place Bayfon said Deadeye would reveal the Lord's fate. I wonder what he'll do to her.
Well... Is that...
Yes. It's Lord Almadria Kynaris.
Please stop! No good can come of such hatred. Stop or there'll be no turning back.
Is this supposed to be justice? Astral energy? Why now?
You don't think that...
The fruit of Helgen! Just...
I did warn you, did I not? Nothing good can ever come of such nasty hatred.
I found you at last.
I swear it. I'll make you pay for what you did to my parents!
What do we have here? Could it really be the witch from Dana? Honestly, I thought I had wiped all of you out of existence back then. I guess there was one survivor after all.
Hey, Rinwell!
Shut up! This is the only thing that's keeping me going anymore. Stay out of my way or I'll kill you!
Rinwell.
I'll kill you. I swear it. I will kill you! What did you... Why are you defending her?
I'm not really sure, you know. But when I look into your eyes, I can't let you do it.
What about you? Are you not the one who got revenge for his father? Don't I deserve that as much as you? Move aside. If you don't, then I'll blast you again.
Even so, sorry. I'm afraid that I can't let you do that. No way. I can't let you kill her. Not while your face is full of the same hatred as those people who died.
You saw what she did. What are you saying? She should just get away with it all?
You're right. Rinwell. I don't know what I'm doing. But still, I know it's wrong. If you go through with this, I know you'll regret it. I'm sorry. I am. Forgive me.
I can't believe you. You, of all people. Of all the people! Why did you... Why, Ela?
Is your little show quite finished?
Why, you...
For many years of my life, I devoted myself to the study of astral arts. But the knowledge I took from your family was truly enlightening indeed. For that, you deserve a reward. I shall allow you to taste one of the fruits of my labor. Rearranging life and death to form new hellish compositions. That is what I do best. Now behold!
Law, I'm...
Sorry for almost blowing me up? Hey, not like it's the first time. Come on, we need to take her down.
Okay. Go for the weak point! I
really
can't
owe
do
you one.
anything. There!
You'll pay for that! Try harder! Dragon form!
I'll bring you back from depths abyss.
You're such a big
I'll heal you all! I've still got some fight left in me. Healing circle!
problem.
Then let's focus there first.
Take this! My turn!
Here, let me help.
Now! Take this! Try harder! This one's all mine! I really know you want. Burn!
Dance in the wind! In here!
Dragon form!
Lord begins to walk here! Here's a hero!
Take this! I'll smash you!
Thunderblade! Here I go!
Dust to dust! Escape!
I'm on a roll now! Lightning orb! Will this help? Talon storm! Lightning condensed! Watch it! Healing circle!
I really owe you one. I really owe you one.
Raging
You're mine!
Annihilation!
Dragon form!
Exotic power! Radiant pierce!
Talon heart!
Annihilation!
Roll away!
Back and forth!
Now I'm in the groove!
Raging
Take this!
The earth throbs in pain.
I'll work this over! Dragon form!
Here, let me help.
Eternal devastation!
Magic is
Take
there!
this!
Crossblade!
Dragon form!
Mega ray! Annihilation!
You're mine!
Hero! Flame and
Take
fury!
this! Dragon form! Talon hurricane! You may be strong, but no, you can't end it. Ready and ready!
I'll bring you back on
Just getting started. Eagle dive! Dust to dust! I can carve through armor! Not my fight!
You won't get away
Stay
with
away
that!
from my friends!
Freeze laser!
Dragon form!
Raging storm! From depth to depth!
Eternal devastation! Ah!
Raging cascade!
Pick it up!
Purge malevolence! I'm out! Waterfall!
This should do it! Crumble! It's on! Burn in hell!
Raging cascade! Here, let
Wind!
me help!
Eat this! Do it!
Astral energy!
Say no more.
I'll heal you all!
Dragon swarm!
You require a hand.
Dragon
Here! Lightning
Dragon
orb!
swarm! I owe you one!
Floodgate!
Changing tactics!
No telling what it'll do! Stay focused! Here, let me help. I can't heal you forever. I'll be saving this one.
Dragon
Searing
swarm!
flame! Reload!
It's too much! I can't move! Now! I owe you one!
I'm on the assault! Light astral energy! Dance in the wind!
I'll smash you!
Air thrust! Photon flash! Shining surgery!
I'll finish you here and now!
Wind astral energy! Mega ray! Air thrust!
Dragon swarm! Swallow dance!
Wind astral energy!
Eagle assault!
Now or never.
Flame!
Ignite!
Here we go! Malevolent! Radiant
Devastation!
I'm out of armor! I won't stop laughing! By the power of water! Raging storm!
This should do it!
Dragon shell!
Total devastation!
Light astral energy! I'm out of ammo! I'm on
In a bind?
Mega ray! Here! Here's the evil!
Dragon form!
The wires must be blah 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 magic! Tidal wave! Radiant pierce!
Eternal devastation! Dragon form!
Here's the evil! Freeze lightning orb!
Eternal devastation!
Searing
I'll
flame!
smash you!
I'm on a roll now! I'm now back into the fray!
First strike!
Raging
Annihilation! Burn! Eagle fly!
Purge malevolent! Magic is there! In
You're
here!
mine!
Is everyone all right?
Yeah, but Almadria got away. Linwell, are you...
What the hell happened here?
Bayfon, is that you? Thank goodness you're okay.
I've been outside the city this whole time, but I sensed a disturbance in the wind and decided to turn back. What happened here? Where is everybody?
Almadria's handiwork. She allowed herself to be captured so she could rile up the Danans into a frenzy and rob them of their astral energy. She wiped out almost everyone in the plaza, including Deadheim.
Deadheim's dead. Everyone. And the Darkwings. Almost all of our companions in the Resistance. How could this happen?
Regardless of what she had to gain, what kind of person would do something like that?
If she managed to find kinship in Kelzelik, then I'd say the very worst kind. It's clear now that she used Menancia as a testing ground for the fruits of Helgen, before using them here.
So everything that led up to this moment was all a part of her plan.
Once she knew they'd eaten enough tainted food, she just needed to get herself caught.
We have to go after her. Balsef and Ganabelt were horrible, but Almadria makes them look like saints. I doubt she's really gone back into hiding. We have to put an end to this, once and for all.
Yeah, what she's done can't be forgiven.
I don't know what to do. I saw what hatred did to those people, but hating her is the only thing that's kept me going. I can't just stop hating her. What am I supposed to do? Tell me. Smile at her from across the battlefield? Apologize while we fight her? I don't know if I can do that.
Rinwell.
Nobody can understand what you've been through. We can't even begin to imagine the pain you've experienced. But if hate is what has kept you going ever since that day, then let it be your strength. However, think about this. When you've had your revenge, when we've beaten Almadria, then what will you do?
Huh?
I'm saying you're going to have to find a way to survive once that hatred is gone. When it is, what do you plan on doing then?
I don't know. I've never thought about it before.
Almadria's death doesn't have to be your end too. You need a reason to live, Rinwell, not an excuse to die. Understand?
She's right. We could never truly know the pain that Almadria has caused you. But I think you should listen to Shion. Give yourself time to consider things. And if it's too much right now, it's okay for you to sit this one out.
No. My head might be a mess right now, but I'm not letting you fight Almadria without me. I need to be there. Please. That much I do know. I'm going with you. And on the road, I'll think about it. A reason to live. Without hate.
That said, it'll be no good chasing after her blind with no idea where she went. Bayfon, do you have any ideas where she might have gone?
I can't say for sure, but west of here is an underground harbor along a cliff near the coast. She spent years building a ship there, a floating fortress that she called her castle on the sea. No one quite knew why she wanted the thing, but now...
Of course. She's already effectively destroyed her own capital. It's likely she planned to abandon her realm as well.
Right. That's as good a lead as any. Let's go. What's that woman going to do next?
Nothing good, I'll bet.
We'll stop it this time.
I still can't believe what that Almadria did. Not only that, but she was enjoying it.
It's patently clear she has no respect for human life whatsoever.
We need to take her out. I don't think I've ever felt so enraged at another person in my whole life.
Yeah! There's no way she's getting away with this!
Then we head for the underground docks. We need to hurry. Rinwell, can you keep moving?
Yeah. My family and I, we spent all of our days just living in hiding. Until one day when we were found and attacked. I was the only one my dad and the others hid. That's the reason I survived. While the rest of my family was butchered. The only thing that I could see was the crest of a lord glowing through the smoke. And then...
It was Almadria who did it. I'm sorry, Rinwell.
That woman. Did she really find the existence of Danon mages to be that much of a threat?
Enough to invade another lord's territory? No, I doubt that. Most likely, she was after their knowledge and techniques. She only did it so she could become stronger. That's the kind of woman she is.
In retrospect, I do remember her making it sound like she created that monster she summoned.
A monster. I wonder, do you all think of me as a monster? Because I'm able to use magic even though I'm Danon?
Rinwell.
Of course we don't think you're a monster, you dummy.
Huh?
I might have had to hold you back, but it's her fault any of this ever happened, not yours. Got it?
Law.
This looks perfect. Guaranteed to hit the spot.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
Looks like we made it here in one piece. Looks like we made it.
Mm-hmm.
We've reached our destination.
Yeah!
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
You're finished!
Confiscated!
I'm on it.
Lunar Corruption! Tempest Whirl! Lunar blowing up here from...
Raining slash.
Annihilation!
Take this. Swallow dance. Flying free. Why can't they just sit still?
Sia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
You're finished!
You're mine.
Magic and fear! Here's evil! Now!
Eat this.
Storm! Crush!
Now do it.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! I can feel my power growing!
Little help!
Here I come!
In a bind.
First strike! You're mine! Dragon Swarm!
Raging Storm! These ones just... Victory! Here's evil! Free
Rising
Blizzard!
Rocket!
Dance in the
Take
wind!
this!
Leave now!
Stardust!
Searing Flame!
Too fast!
Stand back. I'll zip it up.
Here I
Lunar
come!
Corruption!
I'm not done! Not a chance! I'm not done!
There's always room for improvement. Ow!
No escape!
You!
It's over! Take this! Eternal
Swallow
Damnation!
dance.
Do you require
Everyone equal! My finish you here now!
The waters of magic is there!
pesky airborne scoundrels?
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! No! Here I come! Lunar Rondo! It's over! Lunar Rondo!
On a roll now!
The enemy wields arcs too.
We'll soon see about that!
Onward and upward.
You sense one of your pals, Hoodle? I won't forgive you!
You're mine! Take this! Eat
It's
this!
over!
Decay!
Eternal Devastation! No escape! Severing Wind! Rising Growth!
Raging Storm!
No escape! You're finished! This one's all mine! Searing Gale!
Now!
Come on! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! Not a chance!
Lunar Corruption!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Not today!
Do you require a hand?
Not a chance!
Do it! George! Get toasty!
Bird strike! You managed to pull through.
What's this thing? I see plenty of... ruins around here, too. Must have been a big town bustling with people back in the day.
For Crown Contest participants, places such as these are but vectors for the astral energy they pursue. Similar to that windmill, for instance.
Hi, Hoodle!
You're mine! You're finished!
In a bind?
Solo dance! Take this! You're finished! With its hand! Eternal devastation!
Here's a healing heart! Maybe this one! First aid! Here goes!
I can carve through! Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Rolling in that! Take this! Dragon Shell! Here I come! What is eternal devastation?
I'm out of it! Do it!
Well then, let's keep moving.
Little help!
Take this!
Not in your dreams!
You're done! Strike! Ignite!
Glacial Spear! Here's evil! Seal!
It's time.
Freeze Laser!
Soaring Light Spear!
Thunder
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for yours truly! Freeze Lancer!
You're finished!
Do it!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone! Here I go!
Now! You're mine! Dragon Shell! Soaring Light Spear!
Eagle Assault! Light Accident
Now
in the
it's
wind!
on!
Get toasty!
Bird Strike!
Let's refrain from losing.
Do you think this is one of the places where the Dark Wings and Almadria fought?
I wouldn't be so sure. This place appears more ravaged by time than combat. Even if there are signs of destruction, it would likely have taken place during the Great Conquest of 300 years prior.
And ever since, it's been a breeding ground for Zeugles, I guess. There.
good with airborne targets.
Do it! Goodwill! Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang!
Now this one's all mine! We got fire!
I've got this. Let a marksman handle it.
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
Little help!
Laser spear.
You picked the wrong fight!
That freaking does it!
Freeze
Dragon
laser!
Swarm! I'm on it!
Will this help?
Here I come! Prepare to be sealed!
Healing circle!
I really know you flying freaks! Why can't they just sit still?
Shion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
Eternal Darkness! Here I come! It's over! Take this! It's over!
Sleep now.
We did it! Now! Stardust!
Water's out.
Lightning
Blah, blah,
Falcon!
blah. Do it!
Dragon Ball! Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
Looks like we've spotted one of Hoodle's friends.
No choice! Take this!
Now you see what I can do!
It's over!
Photon blast!
Take this! Dragon Swarm! Burn!
Glitter Dragon!
Wind!
Eagle Assault!
Searing Gale!
Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Eagle Drive!
I'm not feeling so great.
First aid! Crumble!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Ready and rare!
You're mine! Its armor's too strong!
Split it open!
Be my guest!
What's this?
Seal!
Dragon Swarm!
Smash you!
Reload!
Crush!
Lunar
Here I
corruption!
come!
Now!
Dragon Skill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
We managed to pull through.
We should be able to cook here. I hope we manage to catch Almadria soon.
I hope so too, before she can cause any more havoc.
You okay, Rinwell?
Oh, yeah.
Don't push yourself too hard now, okay?
Okay. Thanks. Oh, Poodle. I don't know what to do.
Mind if I join you, Law?
Oh, hey, Alphen. What's up?
Nothing. I was just surprised to see you weren't training for once. Got a stomach ache or something?
You know I don't literally train around the clock, right? I do take breaks.
Do you? It seems like you're training every chance you get.
Well, yeah, it can't be helped if I want to get stronger. Still, it's important to let your muscles rest every now and then. That's what my dad told me anyway.
Zephyr said that?
When I was a little kid, yeah. I would get so excited whenever he came home. I always followed him wherever he went and tried to learn as much from him as I could. He said, it's good to be passionate, but don't overdo it. Just like there are times when you want to take a break from studying, sometimes your body wants to take a break from training too. I was always rushing around and forgetting to rest, so he ended up telling me that a lot.
That definitely sounds like him.
It's nothing to get sad over. Still, I can't help but wonder if that was my dad's way of teaching me the dangers of rushing into things too quickly. Then again, maybe I'm just overthinking things. I wish I'd had more time to talk to him about this kind of stuff. Night! I feel pretty refreshed after that sleep. A dead end?
No, there's an elevator. Looks operational.
I can't believe there's actually an underground harbor here. There are even boats docked.
I only see Danans. Think they were forced to work here?
Probably. Let's see what they have to share about Almadria. You didn't happen to see a lord come by, did you?
Sorry, friend, but she just left. Came by with a whole posse of underlings, boarded her ship, and took off at first wind. We damn near got blown away. She was that much in a hurry.
Damn! So we missed her!
You guys trying to go after her? Need a ride?
Are you saying you know how to steer a ship?
Spent most of my life chained to the deck of some ship or other. Yeah, I know my jib from my boom.
We don't know how dangerous it'll be. Better you give us the boat and stay on solid ground.
Whoa there! You been out on the water before? The sea ain't nobody's friend, you know. You need a sea dog like me, or you'll sink her before she makes it out the harbor.
We're losing time. Sir, we're in your debt.
Now that's more like it. Name's Mahavar. Just give me a holler when you're all set and we'll set sail. This is like a dream come true. Never gotten to captain a ship before. Never would have thought I'd get a chance like this. Thank you, y'all.
The pleasure's all ours. Think we'll catch up to her?
Of course we will. They got too much weight on them. Meanwhile, this ship's carrying nothing but us salty scalawags. They got a good head start on us, but we can take them.
Do you know if there are any Danans on that ship?
Couldn't say for sure. On the one hand, seeing as it's supposed to be something of another castle, I'd reckon they probably wouldn't let a bunch of Danans on board. On the other hand, I'd be real surprised if the Renans were able to pilot that thing all by themselves. In any case, it's gonna be a while before we reach her. Till then, you're all free to do whatever. Just don't fall in the ocean.
I know Mahavar said we could take it easy, but there's not exactly a lot to do on this boat. Hold that pose long enough and someone might just come along and paint you.
Any artist who'd see fit to paint me needs their eyes tested.
What can you tell me about Almadria?
Not as much as you'd probably wish. I only ended up crossing paths with her a handful of times, after I was chosen to be a lord on Lenegus.
Ah, right. I almost forgot about Lenegus. How much do you think they know about what's been going on down here?
It's safe to assume they know everything, though I know not why they choose to remain uninvolved. Perhaps they see what's been happening as just part of the ongoing crown contest.
Even what Almadria did? Has it really reached the point where her actions are seen as normal?
Not to my knowledge, no. At its core, the crown contest is a competition to see who can amass the most astral energy. And to amass such energy, slaves are needed to collect it from. It's therefore against the Lord's interest to kill them.
So then why would Almadria do something like that?
We must remember that time is running out in the crown contest. Perhaps her hand was forced, so to speak. It is a way to accrue astral energy faster and in larger quantities than through slave labor. Doing so kills off that labor force, obviously, but it is a means to an end nonetheless. No one could have foreseen that something like the Hollowing would arise back when the contest was first conceived.
Is becoming the Sovereign of Rena really that important to the Lords?
Of course. It's the greatest prize one can attain in their eyes. In that respect, at least, I'm really not that surprised that Almadria resorted to what she did, as utterly despicable as it is.
It's reassuring to hear you feel the same way I do.
I worry that the only reason I never did anything similar in Menancia was due to my lack of ambition.
If you didn't want to be reminded of your past, you could have just plugged your ears.
You think too highly of me. I'm afraid I must respectfully disagree. I'm not nearly as virtuous of a person as you might wish to believe.
If that's so, would you have been so shaken up when Kisara lost her brother? Why else would you turn your back on your own kind and choose to fight for Miguel's dream? Aren't we just Danans?
A curious choice of words. Did what you see in Mahag Sar hit you that hard?
What Deadheim did to that city, he didn't liberate anyone. Anyone who refused to follow him was an enemy in his eyes. 300 years of Renan rule taught him nothing.
What I have come to understand is that the conflict extends beyond Danan versus Renan. There is an internal quarrel as well. I mean to bring about a true, lasting coexistence in Menancia. But there are more walls we must topple first.
And you don't think you can pull it off?
Well, you seem to think you can, at least.
Does that make us enemies?
Insofar as an exchange of swordplay, no, it doesn't.
Not good enough for you?
Are you really... Forgive me. I will continue to fight by your side a while longer. That much I have decided.
I took a look around inside the ship just in case, but I didn't find anything that looked like it might be suspicious.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
You know, It wasn't until I left Calaglia that I finally realized just how big the world is.
When we tore down the wall in Calaglia, and I could finally see the horizon in the far-off distance, I had the exact same thought.
Yeah, somehow the sea is different, though. I'm not sure just how to put it. It's almost as if it just goes on forever. I bet my old man would have been blown away by this view.
Yeah.
Ever since he died, I've been thinking about what it was that he was really trying to say to me at the end. I keep going over his words again and again. And heck, maybe I'm just overthinking it all. But still, sometimes I wonder if it could have turned out differently. If there was something I could have done. But no matter how much I play it back, I'm still no closer to finding any answers. And then there's everything with Rinwell. I stopped her from killing Almadria, but was that really the right thing to do? Or did I just end up making things harder for her? I feel like such a screw-up.
You're not the only one. I keep asking myself what Zephyr would have done had he been here. Like I think, how would Zephyr have handled Rinwell?
Yeah, I think he definitely would have stopped her. No doubt about it.
And that's exactly what you did, Law. I think he'd be really proud of you.
Alphen.
Zephyr's not the worst yardstick to measure ourselves against. Let's both do our best to make him proud.
Sounds like a deal. Thanks, Alphen.
You don't look so good. Are you all right?
The floor. It keeps moving. How can you stand it? How can you even stand?
I'm not the best person to ask about discomfort. I can't feel pain, remember?
I still can't believe what happened in Niez. Even now. As a lord, my expectations for Almadria were already pretty low. But the way she treated human lives like they're mere playthings.
Yeah. And it wasn't as if the situation in Niez was improving much to begin with.
You mean Deadheim?
The whole reason I started fighting back was because of my anger at the atrocities of Renan rule. Back then, all I had to worry about was fighting the Renans for the sake of the Danans. But then I met Shion and the people of Menancia, and things became a lot more complicated. It's even messier now that we have to worry about Danans like Deadheim.
It used to be that the Danans were the ones in the right, and the Renans were the ones in the wrong. Though, maybe that was just a biased perspective, from being on the side of the oppressed.
Exactly. I'll never tolerate the Renans ruling over us. But nothing ever ends up being as black and white as you'd expect it to be either. That's clear to me now.
That said, even putting aside bad apples like Deadheim for a moment, you may be able to free the Danan people, but that won't undo 300 years of oppression. It'll be hard for them to not give in to their resentment. I think maybe that's why I clung to our dream so hard back in Menancia.
Even if his motivations weren't pure, Dohalim has a good heart. He didn't sink to the depths Almadria did.
You don't understand. I'm saying that it goes deeper than that. This hierarchy we live in, it's not solely something the Renans invented. I remember a story Rinwell once told me. She said before the Renans invaded, we Danans had our own class system. We are the ones who divided ourselves. I saw it in Deadheim's eyes. He wanted to rule over others.
To hear Bayfon tell it, Deadheim wasn't always that way.
But as time went on, and he and the Darkwings fought the Renans, he eventually changed. I guess what I'm getting at is, if we defeat the Renans but just go back to the way things were before, was there even any point in fighting?
But that world isn't the one you want to create, right?
Maybe not. But to tell you the truth, these days I'm not so sure that dream is even possible.
You have your promise to Megal, though. Your home and the people of Menancia are depending on you.
I know. My brother. He truly believed in his dream of coexistence. And I suppose, even now, many people still do. And then, there's you.
Who, me?
You and Shion.
I'm not sure I follow.
Okay, then let me spell it out for you. How many other Renans and Danans do you know that get on as spectacularly as the two of you?
I don't know that I'd say spectacularly.
Well, I suppose it's really all a matter of how you look at it, isn't it?
I really don't see what you're getting.
I think I'm getting seasick again. Sorry. Can you just give me a wide berth for a few minutes?
Do you think Law is okay?
If you're worried, why don't you ask him yourself?
Yeah. I think maybe I should apologize to him too. I should apologize to all of you, really.
Us too?
Well, I was kinda lying to you all this whole time. I was blind to everything except my own revenge. I never even considered the struggles all of you might be facing.
We all have things we'd prefer to keep to ourselves, Rinwell. So what if you had something to hide? It doesn't undo the good that you've done, or the people that you've helped save along the way.
But that's not what I mean.
I know. You're talking about Almadria, right?
Yeah. I hate her, Alphen. I can't stop hating her. Even just thinking about her makes my head feel like it's going to explode. But it's not just her. I think about the way Law looked at me. I hated the Lord who killed my parents. And I hated the Renans I had to travel alongside. And yet, Cislodius Danans backstab each other like it's a normal way of life. And Mahag Sar has people like Deadeye. But then there are people like Law and Shion. It's all just too much. I don't know what to think anymore.
Law never said that you had to forgive Almadria. It's only natural you would hate your family's murderer. But
But what?
Law left home because of how much he hated his father. As a result of that, well, I think Law spent a lot of time thinking about how they never got to make things right. And if I had to guess, killing Ganabel didn't make any of those feelings go away. Law let revenge fuel him, and I think now he's afraid you'll do something you'll regret.
Afraid?
Whatever happens to Almadria when this is all over is up to you. I'll respect whatever choice you make. Just think it over carefully for me, okay? You still have time.
Okay. Thanks, Alphen. Say, back then, after the fight, I think I really made Shion mad. I don't know, though. Maybe it just looked that way. But I guess I just can't seem to understand how she feels. Do you know why she gets like that?
Shion's... She can be a tough nut to crack. She doesn't really talk a whole lot about herself.
It's just what she said about hate being a source of strength. Where did that come from? I wonder how it feels, not being able to hold another person's hand.
Lean much further, you'll go overboard. Keeping an eye out for Almadria's ship?
I'm looking at the ocean.
The ocean?
Yeah. The waves. They help me think. This world is filled with natural wonders. The icy air and white peaks of Cislodia. The lush green glades of Menancia. The harsh wastes of Calaglia. But Menancia has its Lake of Death, and Niaz its ruins. And they wouldn't be there if it weren't for that contest.
Say we actually managed to put a stop to the crown contest for good. What do you think will happen between the Danans and the Renans then?
You first.
Well, I want to believe that the coexistence we saw in Menancia can happen elsewhere, too. It's insane for all of us to keep fighting. If Menancia can do it, so can everyone else.
Yeah, I think that would be good too. A world where everyone can get along. At least, that's what I've come to believe.
You sure have changed.
I can't lie to you. Since I was young, I've looked down on the Danans too. But I've seen a lot. And I see things differently now. I've seen so many ugly and terrible things in this world. And yet, they didn't come from just the Danans. And the good things too. They didn't come from just the Renans. Kindness and cruelty exist on both sides. A person's race doesn't factor into it. So, I guess you're right after all, Alphen. I have changed. You know, I've never actually touched another person like this.
Shion.
Ever since I was on Lenegis, I've always been alone. Even after I came to Dana. Always.
And now?
Do you still not remember your past?
No. Sometimes it feels like I can almost remember. But then this mask stops me.
The mask keeps you from remembering why you have the mask in the first place. It's a little ironic, isn't it?
A little. Well, it won't be long now before you're rid of those thorns, you know? Only 2 lords remain. And once you have their master course, you'll be able to create the Renis Alma, right? Then you can... Shion?
Sorry, it's nothing. Promise. You're right, though. It'll all be over soon. I never could have made it this far on my own. I have everyone to thank for that. Including... especially you, Alphen.
Don't worry about it. We're friends, after all.
Yeah, we are.
Wonder how much longer it's going to be before we catch up to Almadria. I'll ask Mahavar.